Hello everyone, I'm Nick from nextstepnick.com and today we're going to talk about Battletoads. So most people have probably heard of this title from the old days. It's a pretty classic game, it's renowned for being really difficult at times, but predominantly it's a beat 'em up style title with different elements. It's really fluid. I really like the combat when you're actually doing the beat 'em up elements. It feels really nice to play. There's some really interesting tagging systems as well that allow you to tag between the different Battletoads. Each one has kind of their own fighting style. One is really fast, one is kind of mid-speed, and one is really slow but powerful. But I really like the animations here. I know it looks a bit strange because some of their attacks don't look like they would be attacks, but it's really fun and they feel really good. There's a lot of nice feedback on the combat and you generally feel awesome as you're racking up the combo. I really enjoyed that about the game. The one thing I would say about it as well is it does really push the humour angle. There's a lot of comedy in it and it hits home quite well most of the time. There are a few jokes that are a little bit too cheesy or a little bit too lowbrow for me or a bit too slapstick. But for the most part it's quite funny. It won't have you laughing out loud, but it will sort of get a smile or a little chortle. Mostly smiles, to be honest. But it was good. It did nice things as well in regard to bringing that comedy into the gameplay at certain points. Like the way that it changes up the formula from one level to another is kind of fun, but I also feel like that's kind of the downfall of the game as well. The most infamous thing about the original game is the whole sort of cycle missions where you're on the turbo bikes and you're jumping around because it was infamously hard, ridiculously hard. And this seems to be kind of paying a homage to that with this, but it's just not fun and it goes on forever. Sort of, I smiled when I first saw this and thought, oh, this is quite nice. Oh, this is an interesting sort of way to change things up and it's a bit of a homage to the past, but it just goes on and on and on. And if you die, you have 3 chances to die because you basically have the 3 toads. If you die, you get sent back miles. There are ways in which you can kind of bypass things, where if you're playing on the easier difficulties, you'll get options to just bypass stuff, but it's just, it kind of highlights bad gameplay if you're doing that. And I liked it, but I wanted to see more of the fighting. I really enjoyed the fighting, and this kind of pulled me away from that. I would say predominantly fighting with a couple of little elements would be fun, but I mean, this sequence you can see now, this is all the same level. All the same level. There are checkpoints, but if you die, you go back miles, and I wasn't prepared to do this over and over again, and it really sapped my enjoyment. But anyway, that's Battletoads. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Remember, you can join me on Twitch by searching for Next Step Nick on Twitch, or you can also join me on my website for nextstepnick.com. I'll see you there.